Hi, I'm Liz Mistry and I'm going to read you an extract from my novel Last Request. The extract is from the point of view of my main character, Nikki Parekh. Nikki's a detective in the Bradford Police Force. In this extract, Nikki is on the estate where she lives and there's a bit of a drug epidemic going on. People are selling E's that have been doctored and they're causing deaths amongst the teen community. Nikki knows there's a known drug dealer in her area, so this is her approaching him. Dino walked down the path, phone held to his ear. "Come on, Kaylee, pick up, will ya? I need to know you're okay." Watching with interest, Nikki wondered who this Kaylee was, who was causing Dino such stress. If she ever met her, she'd be sure to buy the girl a drink. Stepping forward into the gleam cast by the street lights, Nikki waited. He stopped, lit another fag, took a quick puff, and then, using his thumb and index finger, he flicked it through the drizzle to land in the gutter in a flicker of orange embers. "Oh, for God's sake, if it ain't Picky Piggy, oink oink." "That the best you got, Dino? Losing your touch?" She crossed the road, one hand stuffed in her pocket, and gestured for him to walk with her. At 5'2", Nikki just topped the lad by an inch, but the way he walked, the way he held himself, still had her wary of him. She turned her back on him to show him she wasn't cowed by him, but her entire body was on alert, her shoulders tensed, ears straining for any rush of activity behind her. Inside her pocket, she gripped her mace. In the other hand, her car keys protruded from her knuckles, ready to blind him if he chanced his luck. It was the only way to go with thugs like Dino. In fact, it was that same attitude that had earned Dino his reputation. His inability to back down, the way he bulked his small frame up to its maximum. Nikki used the same strategies in her professional life. It was the only way she knew to survive. Sometimes she wondered if she had that same look in her eyes too, the one that made people quickly glance away and cross the road, the one that looked like her soul had been ripped out through his throat and that all that was left was a mulch of dark, bloody gore. "Having girlfriend trouble, are we, Dino? Eh? Kaylee, giving you a hard time, is she?" Glancing round, Dino hesitated and then fell into step beside her. "You stalking me now, Parekh? Got an obsession with me, eh? Want a bit of my meat, do ya?" He thrust his hips out and cupped his groin with his hand as he walked. "Your meat still come with a side helping of chlamydia and crabs, does it? Think I'll pass if it's all the same." At the end of the road, Nikki stopped and leaned against the postbox that stood in the corner. Cars drove by, their headlights sweeping past them, bouncing off the puddles and sending up a thin spray of water as they passed. On the opposite side of the road, a chicken cottage was doing a roaring trade, and Dino, if his glances in that direction were anything to go by, had been heading there. "Say what you got to say and then piss off back to your pigsty." "Oh, Dino, Dino, Dino. Originality isn't your strong suit, is it? Eh? Thing is, you're not welcome here." Her tone was conversational, tired, bored almost, as if she couldn't quite bring herself to be overly concerned with him. Of course, it was all an act. A squirm of emotions like maggots and gone-off meat wriggled inside her chest. Dino was only a kid, yet he was toxic, and she'd never forgive him for the things he was responsible for. Never. His presence on her estate was a scab that she couldn't avoid picking. "Just visiting me mum, nought wrong with that." Nikki shook her head and took a deliberate step forward to invade his space. A glance over the road told her Sajid was parked up in his car as arranged. She relaxed a fraction. Not even Dino would knife a police officer in full view of CCTV, and, if he did, Sajid would have him within seconds. "Thing is, Dino, that's where you're wrong. You being here puts Margot in danger." "I've never hurt my mum." "No, you haven't, but your stepdad has. He doesn't like you, does he, Dino? What with you being of dual heritage and all." In the streetlight she saw his face flush, then his bottom lip curled, eyes darkening. Her grip on her mace tightened and she released her keys from her other hand and pulled her hood down. Sajid would recognise her prearranged signal and be on high alert. I'm not a Paki, not like you, Parekh. Oh, not sure your stepdad sees it that way, but hey-ho, that's neither here nor there. He'll take it out on your mum, and you know it. So you need to shimmy back under whatever rock you've been living under and stay there. We had a deal, remember? You can't make me go, this is my home. Nikki took another step forward. Her chin jutted up, her face distorted in a scowl that betrayed her feelings. You are a poison that we don't need here. You will go, and you'll go tonight. Tell Franco we won't accommodate him here. Not then, not now, not ever.